The franchise agreement included a requirement to participate in the local ad pool. At that time, there were a total of 6 other centers in the area. Each one had one vote. However, 2 different owners owned 2 centers apiece. That meant if they agreed with each other, it would be a 4-3 vote. It didn't matter what the rest of us thought. Those 2 owners had also been in the business longer than the rest of us and assumed that the advertising they had been doing in the past would continue to produce the results that they needed. Unfortunately, our target demographic was not watching the evening news or looking through the yellow pages. The amount of money I was spending on advertising was approximately 2.5 to 3 times any industry recommended practice. At times, I was spending over $800 a week, which was a lot of money for a small business to throw away. This was during the early 2000s, especially when we were struggling to do $10,000 a week. I always wondered if I had put together a survey of the average percentage of sales, the most profitable centers that they were spending on advertising, would it have made a difference to our local ad pool. I should have spent more time and effort trying to get our ad spending in line with sales. But it was easier just to be mad at the ad pool and focus instead on problems in my shop. I know now that the most toxic thing for a small business is overhead. And when business is good, we allow it to creep up. And when business slows, it will choke you to death. Rarely do you stop and analyze your overhead and cut it. It creeps up on you slowly. You're too busy to do payroll and you hire a payroll service, then someone to clean the office and the windows. You want everybody to look good, so uniforms, and then you might as well get custom rugs for the office. And of course, you need rags. It makes sense to leave the lights on 24/7 for security. And then, of course, you've hired an alarm company. Then there are descriptions for the various industry sources, and don't forget the annual updates for the various scanners or the tools that the shop needs to provide. Computers, software, the phone system, signs, common area maintenance, and of course, the advertising. This list is simply endless and it has to be constantly managed. There is no doubt that the lower your overhead, the more likely you will be to survive. What a tightrope this is to walk. You want the best employees, but that comes with higher wages and more benefits. You want to be in a great location, but that comes with a higher rent. A lower rent location might come with fewer customers and more vandalism and theft, let alone insurance costs. And so it goes. But as my father was fond of saying, do you want to leave your money at work or do you want to take it home?